Alright, welcome back everybody to another Age of Empires video. Today, we're doing a cast of a game I played recently on stream, but I thought was a pretty cool one overall. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started on the replay here. So as you can see, we're on African Clearing. This map is a nomad start, meaning for those who are unaware, you start with 3 villagers, but you do not start with a town center this time. You have to establish a town center somewhere. And of course, you have rather limited site to start, so you just kind of pick an area. Now, African Clearing, unlike regular Nomad, the outskirt of the map, instead of being water, is actually where the bulk of the trees are, and thus the wood. So with that advanced knowledge, when you get in here, you know that being somewhere towards the edge of the map is probably a good idea, so you can actually get a wood line secured. And that's what I've gone for here in the blue, and red is not far from a wood line either. I don't think you terribly often see someone drop a town center like right in the middle here, because it is a bit more risky. Yeah, we have Ethiopians versus Portuguese for our matchup here. Ethiopians have archers that fire 18% faster. When you advance to the next age, you get 100 gold and 100 food for free. You get the pikeman upgrade for free. Your unique unit is the Shotel Warrior. They don't generally see a ton of use, but they're pretty fast, high damage infantry that has not a lot of health or tankiness to it. Hence the reason why it doesn't get used too often. Their unique tech Royal Heirs, though, got buffed fairly recently in that Shotel Warriors and their cavalry receive, I think it's 3 less damage from cavalry units, so that can be a very useful thing indeed, especially on an open map like this. I mean, Ethiopians aren't known for playing cav, but it still gives them a better chance, right? So, yeah, I've planted my TC here next to a pond. This map has, as you can see, lots of little ponds, and they all have, I think it might actually all be 4, but regardless, like 3 or 4, yeah, it looks like 4 shore fish in there, so very quick food income for your villagers. That's why red has also opted to start next to a pond. Red is a really good TC here. They have gold, stone, and food all with their first TC. There's 2 elephants to pull in. There's 2 groups of deer, zebras, but we'll say deer. And the wood line's not that far away. So red's got a really nice start, but I don't dislike mine too much. The downside of being in the corner here, though, is if you get pressured too hard, you don't really have anywhere to go. Red doesn't really have their back against a wall. They can kind of retreat from pressure to the east here if I come from the west, right? So, yeah, that's the quick overview of the Ethiopians. They also have Torsen engines, gives their siege units more splash damage. Very powerful tech, but quite expensive. Doesn't usually come into play for 1v1s. And then their new team bonus is outposts. Don't cost stone to build, which is kind of nice. So you can build a bunch of outposts with them for like 25 wood apiece, which is pretty great. Portuguese, all their units cost 20 less gold. They can build Feitories in the Imperial Age. Of course, that doesn't come in until very late, but that's a building that just generates resources, all the resources as a trickle, but it does take 20 pop space. Their unique units, the organ gun, that definitely sees some use. It's a, well, it looks like you turn over an organ and put wheels on it, and it shoots bullets out of it. As I pull in an elephant here. It's a pretty powerful siege equipment, and you can get it from the castle, and it kind of shreds most things. Now, monks with with redemption are very good. But Ethiopians don't get that, so that's kind of rough. Like a good counter to it. Mangonels do a decent job, and then of course like knights, if they can get there, do a good job, but we'll see if they go for that here. Portuguese can also go archers perfectly fine with the cheaper gold cost. They can actually play knights as well. We're joined here briefly by Oliver. Say hello, and then we're going to move him on. The second he hears me talking, he always will come over. For those of you who catch me live on Twitch, you'll know that I don't know what it is, or something about when I start talking, he just has to jump on my lap. But right, so they have a couple other bonuses too, and I'm gonna just double check that real quick because I forget exactly what they are. Ships have 10% more HP. That's not going to be too relevant here. Oh yeah, foragers generate wood in addition to food, but there's no berry bushes on this map either. So kind of another dead perk there. One of the unique techs is ship armor. But their Imperial Age tech is the arquebus, and that means gunpowder units are more accurate. And that is pretty relevant because with their organ guns being a gunpowder unit, they can go for hand cannon as well. They can go for bombards. That's all pretty nice. And then technologies research 25% faster. Very nice team bonus for them. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. These deer, not exactly going to be the best hunting here, but I just said, F it, we ball. I go ahead and lame myself here and kill that one. No, I was afraid I was going to run like all the way out. If I pushed it here and then these villagers scare it and push it that way. Was the thought process there, but it's kind of funny. So yeah, going for some deer, have some on the pond here. Starting to wall off a bit. And I'm on the way to feudal age with 18 villagers. My opponent is going to click up with probably 19 here because they can definitely click feudal. Oh, but they had to build a mill. Yeah, so you need 2 buildings from the current age to go to the next age. And for Dark Age, it's usually like a lumber camp and a mill. You could go for a mining camp to make that, or even a barracks. But on a nomad start, sometimes you forget to have a mill out because you don't always have berries to mill. So it can be a little funky that way. So yeah, they're going to be slightly behind, but they have an extra vill. And otherwise, pretty nice setup for them too. Pulling in some, or going to get some deer here. Pulling some food that way. Still have the fish. Have they pulled in? Yeah, they pulled in an elephant. They haven't pulled in the second elephant. But that being said, did they actually... I think they pulled an elephant over here. Because I don't remember pulling in 2 elephants. But I might have just missed it. Yeah, I put up a barracks here. Obviously, I want to go pretty aggressive with 18 villagers uptime. And I'm Ethiopian, so I get the extra food and gold. So trying to make use of that. Knowing that I actually was ahead to feudal. Slamming down at archery range with 2 vills here. Red's woodline. Now, my scouting is not that great. I do know that red is here. And I know that there's trees here, so I can assume he's over here, but I don't actually technically know it just yet. He starts house walling here. I think he wants to kind of house wall towards his TC. 2 archers in queue. Moving 3 to gold here. Keeping a few on food. Starting to move north for the shorefish. Getting greedy. This is definitely greedy. It's kind of scary because my opponent is in feudal and they can definitely go scouts if they want. At this time, they've built a barracks and a stable. So red is definitely wanting to go scouts, but I don't know that. So still going for a greedy play here. I did build 1 spear in case and sending it up. Because I felt like I needed something to protect. If it goes archers, you can usually at least run away. Plus I have archers of my own I can path up. If it goes scouts though and I don't protect my vills, it's going to be hard to get them away. So yeah, 23 vills versus 22, so we're pretty even. At some point, I apparently called up... Yeah, I guess our LTC time is about the same. But I called up to his extra vill lead on me. Dropping a blacksmith. This is a pretty awkward spot for anyone watching. Like, wait, what about your like farms later? And that is true, but I was worried that like, okay, if he's diving scouts... I mean, there's no one even to garrison in this TC, so it's kind of pointless, but at least it looks threatening. So that's why I put the blacksmith here. But yeah, I want to go blacksmith, double range to get fletching. Of course, I can't actually afford fletching just yet. But yeah, archers coming in. I decided to lame a couple of deer too, because F it, you know? F it, we ball, right? But yeah, pushing him off of wood was the plan there. But I didn't realize he already had gathered so much wood. So he has 373 wood still. And in my mind, I did like serious damage to him there. Even though I didn't kill a single vill, I felt like, oh, okay, this is going to really hurt because, you know, he's off wood in early feudal. That's pretty bad. That's when you need to build buildings and all that stuff. But yeah, he's actually fine. He has 3 scouts. He's just running around exploring the map looking for areas to expand. I think, wow, where are these guys going? He sent 4 vills away. And maybe they're going to start a new lumber camp. Wow, yeah, sneaky lumber camp. I don't know why he doesn't just go on the edge, but sneaky lumber camp at the very top of the map here. Because, yeah, I'm patrolling here, waiting for him to, like, come back. And I'm checking down here, not seeing Vills. Thinking, what's going on here? But, yeah, trying to keep the ranges running somewhat. My TC's... Wow, so much idle TC time. Minute 14. So, yeah, now I'm 2 Vills behind. Because I actually haven't done that much damage yet. And I have 11 on wood. Probably too many on wood here. My food income is basically strictly from these fish, which is very risky as well. So, yeah, red... Wow, red's sneaking more vills. Okay, so he's getting a lot of idle eco time doing this, though. Oh my goodness, I almost saw these villagers. But I didn't. Unlucky. Man, if I had seen these vills, we could have had a real fiesta. But instead, I'm walking back. He now has 5 scouts. And I have my unit split. I added in 2 skirms because I didn't have gold, and I felt like, okay, he's probably going to build skirms. I never saw his stables, or I didn't pay attention if I did. But regardless, the cleanup's going to come in here. And now I'm kind of running for my life. Oh no, I did see the stable, and I just didn't even think about it. Nice. So yeah, I lose one group. My other archers, I'm like, where's he going for like extra food and stuff? And turns out he went out here. Well, that's for wood, but... I'm thinking, you know, he's got to be using up his ponds soon, which actually took him a while. He started doing sheep and things like that. Okay. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, now I'm like, okay, he's got 5 scouts. Yeah, spears being added to my mix here. And I got to get my bowmen back together here, my archers back together. And my vills going north again. We're going for the next pond because I'm just giga greedy and I want my food income to only be through there. Now he actually has 7 scouts, excuse me. And I do some quick walling here, but I screw it up. Love to see the failed quick walls, and now I've got a problem on my hands. I'm already 2 vills behind. I'm about to lose some vills here. Delete the walls, start running. Archer and spear get in the mix, but not very well. This spear is being an absolute goose. A papega, if you will. And goes just a long way around here. So, yeah, he kills 3 vills. Now I'm 6 vills behind. Holy crap, I didn't realize just how behind I was in this moment. I knew I lost 3, but like I didn't realize I'd idle my TC for a full minute ahead of... Man, so much idle TC time. 2 minutes of idle TC time. But we queue some more vills. We get the archers together. I decide, okay, I'm going to go to his wood line. I think that's where I'm going here. Let's check it out. I'm moving forward with the archers, but I don't know why yet. He's scouting for my extra food. And I figure he is. I know he went up from when he tried to hit my wood line. And now I see him at this house, so I'm thinking, okay. He's coming up here. We got to get the spears up there. And I forget to send these spears. Need to send the spears up. Yeah, villager going to go down here. Fighting next to the spearman. Did well, but that's 4 eco kills for red. Red is probably feeling amazing right now. Now 5 eco kills. Red has killed 5 villagers from me. With 7 scouts, and he cleaned up my first part of my army. So he is 8 villagers ahead right now. Has definitely too much gold, but is probably getting... Yeah, he's buying food. He's thinking about Castle Age. I was about to say, he could probably flirt with Castle Age here, and here it is. Castle Age click up as we clear up the scouts. And I'm looking for wood again. I'm looking, where is he on wood? I couldn't find him on wood. So I thought, all right, let's check out this mill, see if he built some farms. And he did, but I accidentally let him know that I'm here. So now he can just run. And I don't think I'll even get a single vill kill here. And he's dropping a second stable now. I see this. And I'm thinking about, okay, I need to get to Castle Age here. I believe, yeah, market's been placed. And... Castle Age should be clicked any second now, but we're going to be very far behind. Yeah, a full minute behind. Still has this expansion out here. Could be a second TC area. Oh, those are sheep. Okay. I was going to say, does he have another expansion out here? But no. So yeah, I just have these archers just kind of idling here, really. I mean, killing one farm. Sees that he's building a scout. I think it's interesting he's still building scouts here. Oh, my archers are getting themselves killed. I think it's really interesting he decided to buy 2 scouts to deal with these archers because it's not going to work. And that was kind of just minus 160 food, which could have been knights in castle. Not sure about that play. I can't really do damage here. This TC's so good, right? I could sit here. And might be going there right now, but you can sit here or sit here, but like you can't really get too close and get too much like crazy damage. But yeah, now I find, oh, he's on stone. I get a couple Vil kills back. I think it's going to be 2. Yeah, 2 Vil kills here. I'm like, all right, sick. But okay, he's castle. I got to watch out for the knights that are probably coming. And I don't realize he's already mined 800 stone. Or I guess 600 stone. You start with 200, but you know, he's already ready to drop a castle. And I'm very concerned about that because, you know, it's Portuguese, and that's a strategy they love to do for those unaware, especially on these kind of nomad starts or arena. It's just drop a castle, build organ guns, and live the dream. Get a bit of damage. I'm feeling confident against these knights, and I move forward again. And there's 4 knights now. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm flirting with disaster, but I also felt very pressured to deal damage. And I've gotten 5 kills here. And 1 pikeman available because Ethiopians get a free pike upgrade. So that pike putting in a lot of work here. The knight's now going to target it down, but he's already done the damage, honestly. There's only 1 armor upgrade in. Bodkin going to come in partway through this engagement. And another pike is here. That being said, Red has dropped a second TC. Though he's not producing out of the second TC yet, so this isn't really done too much. But it does secure this gold and a wood line. And I'm thinking, okay, it's time to get really aggressive here. Time to drop the siege workshop. And unfortunately, I don't see these Vils here until now. And I do some... Look at this, chat. I'm clicking on the castle. Multiple times I hit the castle. This is brutal. Not a single Vil's died. There we go. 1 Vil killed. After all those attacks. That was so bad. Yeah, I delete the siege workshop. I lose half my army for basically free. He's got 2 knights. I'm feeling very bad right now. I'm feeling like the game might be over. But I'm like, all right, whatever. We'll keep playing for a bit anyways. And I'm building more crossbow. And honestly, so far, this reaction in my economy is non-existent. I'm moving to drop a TC here, secure 2 pawns. And I had been expanding up here. Kind of failed to mention that. You know, kind of secure 2 pawns and secure this gold. Not knowing that he's right next door, by the way. He's sending the knights out to this pond. He wants to check out, you know, where's the other villagers. I drop another TC here on the wood line. So I'm very cramped at home here. Like, my main base is just super tight, which is kind of awkward. And we are tied on Vils right now, though. His idle TC time is pretty bad, but so is mine. And I actually ended up with a few more eco kills, 8-5. And all he's going to find there is pikes for now. But then he's going to path over to the next ponds, because this guy's scouting was insane. Except we're on the wrong person right now. Yeah, he's almost has the entire map scouted, but he didn't really actually see this. But he's moving forward with some organ guns now. That's going to be his unit of choice. He just needs to get some more wood going for that. His food eco is pretty weak, so he can't spam knights too much. But yeah, I'm like, okay, let's pressure this wood line again. He's on knights, kind of forgetting completely about the organ guns here. Clearly. And I'm about to be in for a rude surprise here. 3 organ guns coming in, and look at that damage. I'm trying to do some V-splits. It's not mattering at all. My crossbows are getting massacred. And I'm like, well, how bad is it for me? And then I realized, yeah, it's pretty bad. They have 4 pierce armor. Yeah, and I just lose my army again. And I'm like, okay, put down a monastery. Let's convert these guys. Now, remember, at the start of this video, I mentioned Ethiopians do not have atonement. Do you know why I'm so confident? I said atonement. They might have atonement. I don't remember. They don't have redemption. Atonement is where you convert monks. Redemption is where you can convert buildings in siege. I find out here that they do not have redemption, but I decide to gamble anyway because I'm like, well, this doesn't come from a siege workshop, so maybe it's not a siege unit. I'm going to give you a spoiler. It's a siege unit. So this is horrible. Right now, I'm feeling very, very, very like this game might be over. And I don't really know what to build it. As you can see, I have nothing in queue anywhere. Now, I'm only 1 Vil behind right now. But I have 3 TCs, so I shouldn't feel too proud of myself. I should be building way more out of these TCs. We do have 4 in queue, but this TC's idle. 3 of the villagers are in this TC. Just disaster management of my TCs. TCs being town centers for the uninitiated. I am thinking maybe he has some more knights behind the organ guns, so let's use monks anyways. But really, I'm thinking... And here comes villagers forward. for another castle. My pikeman spots this, but I have no crossbow. Or I have 7 crossbow, but, you know, they're stuck. This bottom archer range is basically worthless now. Yeah, those guys just get absolutely gutted. They do so much damage. I do use the monks to push back the vills for a second, and for a little bit, this looks pretty good for me. We've killed 12 vills now to 5. But these crossbow aren't going to live much longer, and he's confident that he knows that too. He sends the vills back out, and that's it. I have no more real military. I have a couple pikes scattered along the map. I've got these monks I can't convert much of anything here. Maybe get a vill convert, but that's not going to happen either. The monks are actually getting blasted down right now. And I didn't even pay attention to that, and they're dead. I do drop 2 stables. I figure, all right, I mean, I guess stables will counter the organ guns. Once again, completely forgetting about mangonels, which I brought up at the beginning of the video. Though mangonels under a castle aren't going to be too great. Now, lucky for me here, and I didn't realize, his food economy is horrible. I mean, mine's not great either, but he only has 8 on food behind this. Oh, my pikeman... I didn't even realize this happened. There was too much happening up front. Apparently my pikeman discovered this somehow. He's just got a villager waddling around over here. Not really sure what they're actually doing. But I do notice that. And do we kill a vill here? We do kill a vill here. Very exciting, right? I don't know why he dropped the mining camp here. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Maybe I meant to build a probably meant to build a lumber camp, but yeah, town center on this stone here. There's really not much I can do. I'm slowly adding knights. Ethiopian knights are pretty bad. They don't have bloodlines. They don't get the last armor upgrade. They're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. Not really exciting at all. But as this zebra moonwalks for absolutely no reason. There's not much I feel like I can do here, and now I'm being pressured by organ guns. He found my expansion. I finally think about a siege workshop here, and I'm on stone. But so is he. He's got 12 on stone right now and 3 TCs, and his TCs are producing. I'm idle again. I have 18 minutes idle TC time, over double. He's 7 vills ahead. At this point, I remember saying it out loud to chat on Twitch and just like thinking it like I'm kind of dead. I don't really know why I'm playing on except for just to be kind of a pain, which is a little bit of bad manners, but I was like, you know what? This is a Portuguese civ pick on a nomad map. I know he just wants to castle slam people and make them GG. I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. I'm not going to make him, you know, have to kill all my vills or anything, but I feel like he hasn't done enough damage to me yet for me technically to have to GG this without being like kind of bad manners. But I'm on like my last gasp of air right now. This is my last push, is another siege workshop and battering rams. I'm going knights battering rams with the Ethiopians to push back Portuguese in the castle age. Probably not a great idea, but this is what we're doing. Now, he's forgotten about these guys for now. And this guy's still getting punished on the way up simply because of the splash damage, like the cleave, like multi-shot damage from these organ guns. But I do kill 2 and repair up the mangonel. And for now, we push away the TC pressure. But he's got enough for another castle. And this guy has definitely shown that they want to put down castles, so that's their plan. Wheelbarrow coming in. My eco upgrades are gone. This is just... There's no point even talking about it. I've only researched double bit axe. I don't have horse collar. Not that I have that many farms, but I do still have some farms. Like, it's probably a good idea at this point. And I don't have wheelbarrow. I'm sure I don't have my mining upgrades. I don't remember, but I don't think I do. And now red is dropping another castle here, and I spotted it, and I have 2 mangonels, but this one's too far back. And I realize it's too late. I'm bailing out. We got a couple more vill kills, though. I have killed 14 villagers, so I've kept it only about a 15 vill lead. I say only. That's pretty bad. But it could be worse. But this castle's so devastating. It's on a hill, protects this minerals that I was on, and this gold that I wanted to be on later. Like, I just at every turn am getting pressured and forced backwards, and the organ guns are moving up again to pressure the TC. Now, I can fight them back with the mangonels if I think about it, but yeah. Experiencing a lot of in-your-face pressure, and he's flirting with Imperial Age right now, and I'm just nowhere close. My economy is in shambles. Just absolute shambles. I've completely destroyed it trying to go for knights here and a bunch of rams and mangonels and stuff like that. It's rough. He's taking, like, all the gold on the map and stone. Really, really good map control from red. Gold here he's taking. Those main gold's not even all the way used up yet. A lot of times in this game, apparently I've got 2 sheep and an archer down here. A lot of times in this game, you claim like 2 or 3 gold spots, and like that's all you really think about for a while. But that's not what he did. I'm off of my main gold. And I'm just trying to add 1 or 2 more knights here before I go. He's got fletching coming in, so that's going to increase the range. And another castle drop. I completely forgot about this and I'm missing it. And once again, I can't stop it. I killed more vills. I've killed 29 vills, but I'm still 10, 12 vills behind. I lose a mangonel too. And now he's got a castle on my face. And I am not feeling very good right now. But once again, I decided to keep playing on because I figured while he's watching the north, I'm going to send the ram train and the knight train forward against this castle. Organ guns aren't that good against rams. And like, he's been showing that he's relying heavily on the organ guns. I don't think he has that many knights. It turns out he had 2. But I felt like he was off of knights. And I decided to drop my own castle back here. It at least gives me a way to drop a mining camp here once this TC dies and protect this gold. I need that gold and I know it. It's my only gold that I ever expanded to. Safely. I don't know why I'm holding the knights so long here. It's like I forgot about them. But yeah, the rams just go completely unchallenged at this point. Since I forgot about my knights apparently, even though I'm producing. He could have killed this with villagers, but I think he forgot too. Oh, he's sending knights up here to deny this. And my mangonel completely whiffs. Oh, he's attacking the castle! My mangonel's actually griefing. It's killing my own villager. I've done more damage to myself than I have to him at this point. I mean, we killed a knight though. Holy crap, we take those. But Imperial Age has been clicked by my opponent and he has 22 more vills. This is so bad for me at this point. And he's finally realized, oh crap, well, let's get the mangonel before we lose this knight here. And indeed, he does do that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's this knight under my castle. I have to build some showtells. Oh my goodness, and my vills here are walking to this mining camp and dying. So more vills lost for me. But here comes the knights. I unleash the knights. And the first knight gets absolutely clobbered by these organ guns. The first few knights just lose half their HP, but now the organ guns are getting absolutely dominated. And I see this TC. Wait, this was the Imperial TC? Oh my word, I didn't even know that. No way. I did not realize we stopped his imp this game. So he has to click in a new TC now. He gets his res back, for those unaware, but like... Okay, you know what? I honestly didn't remember him getting Imperial Age that fast. So that makes sense. And I think he thinks he's still going to imp because he's teching pikemen and iron casting as though he's going to go for halberdier. Like very soon. And that's not true. And we get a huge raid here on this mineral area. Pretty greedy mining camp. I don't know why I let these vills live. Why did I do this? There's 2 vills here to kill. Unbelievable. I guess I got real antsy and felt like I need to do damage. We're still 10 vills behind. But yeah, I feel like I need to do damage to get in his base while I still have rams alive, right? Up top here, kind of a stalemate. He can't really pressure this now, even with organ guns, because I can build mangonels and I've got a castle. And I found stone back here and put a TC on it. That's where we're at in my life at this point. My ILTC time is almost 40 minutes. Absolute disaster piece of a game. I'm still nowhere near imp. He's given up his imp tree. I think he thinks he's about to hit it still and didn't realize what TC he clicked it in. Ram train here. Gonna batter down this TC. I'm feeling pretty good about myself here, and I go for the castle. And this is probably... Look at all these pikemen that have been built. 8 pikemen here. My knights are petering out, and I'm not really reinforcing this. This is a bit of a throw here from me, but I'm feeling desperate. Probably should have pathed north, actually. If anything, and tried to collapse on this top base with the 2 castles, maybe? With the rams. But yeah, now with the vills and the pikemen here, I'm running out of knights to save my rams. And this castle's looking like it's gonna live. The vills hop back inside. Classic vill shenanigans. They hop out over here. Kill this knight. A new ram was brought in to reinforce, and I realized, oh, frick, this is too late. This ram, I decided to just have kill this organ gun, I think. Oh, never mind. I wanted... You know what? I wanted me to do that. And now I'm watching it back. But yeah. Push gets cleaned up. And the score is like 500 ahead for him. I'm thinking he's got to be going imp. And the crazy part is he's down to 5 on food. Oh my goodness. And I'm actually ahead in vills for like basically the first time this game, besides very early on. A couple show tells were built here to help with those knights, if we recall. He wants to go for another castle here. And I have almost nothing to stop this. This is why I stayed in this game though, chat. This guy just wanted to drop castles the entire time, I gotta say. Also, sorry I keep calling you chat, dear viewers at home. I'm so used to that. I've got Twitch brain rot. Live stream brain rot. Okay, and Imperial Age has been clicked again, but after he had to sell basically all of his res to do it, instead of having a huge economy behind it. And I see this and I go, oh crap, I need to put my own castle down. Let's get the show tells in the mix. But I realize, like, I'm still late. We'll get the show tells, we'll get a couple Vill kills here, but it was too late. If I had noticed this earlier, we could have stopped this. But the castle goes up, but I have a siege workshop here. Which he probably failed to consider. But this is bad. I'm about to sacrifice. I'm stubbornly trying to put this up. Sheer pride right now. And I'm losing vills left and right. I finally had a vill lead. A small one, but like 5 to 10 vill lead. And now we're throwing away so many villagers. Showtel's knocking on the door of the castle though. Imperial Age firmly on the way for him. He's got 3 castles up here. This area is my only actual expansion. My main base is still very cramped and it's hard to expand out of. Yeah. He finally cleaned up the last of the knights here. Well, actually, most of them. The ones that didn't flee. And I started running back here. I think, wait a minute. If he has all these castles here, maybe he has stuff behind it. I think I thought that. Let me check. Did I know about this TC? Oh, I did. Those pikes. Yeah. Right, but I never really paid attention to that. So now I'm like, oh, wait. Okay. Wow, this was the imp TC. This is so interesting. I could have potentially knocked that down if I got there very soon with knights. But anyways, we find a huge raid here. We've killed 80 vills at this point. And now I'm dropping rams from this. I'm just trickling in rams from this, knowing he's going to have to jump out with his villagers to batter them down. And my showtells can help fight. And I'm still slowly trying to construct this castle in the chaos. But now he's at 40 villagers. He's not looking. He's focusing on his castle. Oh my goodness. I have now killed 100 villagers. Actually, 110. I did not realize just how devastating this raid really was up here. Because I was also focusing on this. And our castle goes up and I start building petards. I know he's an Imperial Age. Oh, this is where I think I batter down the... Oh, no, I don't. Oh, no, I clicked on the villager by mistake. What is this? No, I didn't notice this. This ram is just trolling. It's attacking a villager. Frick. This castle will probably already be dead, but yeah, we got petards in the castle. I realize I'm in Castle Age still, and he's in Imp. He wants to get Trebs out. I need to get at least this castle off my face immediately, and I'm going to see this Treb out here soon. These knights I could have brought over to snipe. I just forgot they were there, to be honest. You can tell I forgot, because they're just attacking his TC, which is fine, but like, why don't we snipe this Treb, right? But yeah, so he's going to start putting the pressure on. I've now found this expansion, and I'm thinking maybe I should take it. Because I need gold. Notice I have 0 on gold. Send the rams forward to take out this trebuchet. The castle's down. The petards did their job. There's actually some leftover petards. I'm still building them by mistake. Dropping a free outpost. I finally remember that I have free outposts. This is where we kill an organ gun with a ram. Or try to. Yeah. And these rams are in rough shape. They're not going to do too much more here, but they got the job done. And now I'm thinking maybe I can start thinking about Imperial Age, but I have no gold. But yeah, he's at 32 villagers. He's producing 6. But this town center will go down at the rate we're going here, unless he can get repairs on it. Gonna build a new mining camp up here. Put a mining camp here. Have a couple knights out. We are on basically full knights. We have 8 crossbows as well, because I saw him build pikes. So I have a couple crossbows lurking in these archery range to try to defend the knights. But we're on full knight play from Ethiopians. 57 minutes into the game. After doing it as like supposed to be a temporary measure, I've been committed to it with a civ that is really bad at that. But that's what we're doing. 2 trebs out now. I've actually kept building battering rams, and it's because I know these trebs. It's one of the ways I can actually snipe these trebs. These knights are now just killing farms. I really can't believe how badly I forgot about these knights. When there was more numbers, we could have used them to snipe trebs too, but... Yeah, but the knights, or the rams are going to come forward here. Help snipe down these trebs, and the organ guns. And the castles aren't enough. These are... yeah, and I load this one up with showtells. Zoom, zoom, right? I don't know why I started attacking the castle, not the treb. But we are able to repair the castle in time. To prevent anything too drastic from happening to bringing 4 petards. We have 4 petards and I have no idea what to do with them. 82 vills for me. Would love to see me actually building more vills here while I can with the TC that isn't research and imp, but for whatever reason, I'm not doing it. I'm just overwhelmed at this point. I'm thinking I might have a chance to win. Yeah, I remember these knights finally, and they run through the castles. Castles don't have ballistics, but by the time of these knights, yeah, I'm like, oh, I can snipe the treb. No, I can't. My knights are all dead. And I have 14 knights. And these, yeah, these knights sitting here can walk up like... The treb can probably see these knights. They can. This is egregious that I'm letting this happen, but... Yeah, some of you just don't think about sneaky woodline over here and sneaky gold expansion. This crossbow almost found it, I think. That's wild. But didn't quite. Yeah, I'm thinking like, what do I do? Oh, I get gold shaft mining here. I have no wood. I moved these vills back for some reason. I started buying stone. Still don't think about sniping these trebs for whatever reason. I'm using the rams again, not my knights that I have right here. Love to see a line of thought. And still committing to knights. Because I know he has at least 3 castles. And I'm thinking, I don't know, organ guns seem to just dominate archers. Even if I go for Arb here, I don't know. But now I finally remember the knights exist. The rams and the knights are here. A lot of trebs gonna die. And he's actually doesn't have any gold. He's lost like 5 trebs, I think. That's 1,000 wood and 1,000 gold. Now his wood is totally fine, but he only has 36 vills. So losing 1,000 of any resource is pretty rough. And now we're really on this castle. And his vills are not in this area anymore. He abandoned it. This trebuchet has 2 life left and I'm letting it attack. This is really embarrassing. I send over the showtails to donk it. I finally remember I can do this. And then I hop them back inside the ram. Because I want them to live and deal more damage inside the ram. Because when you garrison a ram, it hits a little harder and it moves faster. Yeah, now he's sending vills up to repair, maybe fight the rams, but we have dudes to help out. Yeah, there goes the castle. We're going to go right for the next one. These are capped rams now. That was one of the first things I clicked because I had food. I'm not usually a big ram push enjoyer, and I do add a trebuchet behind this to try to help out at range in case these rams die because they're very low health. But the rams were working so well here, I decided to totally trust in them. Researching Cavalier as our first military unit that is not a siege unit. Research an Imperial with the Ethiopians. Cavalier coming in. We do not get the last armor upgrade. We do not get bloodlines. These are terrible. But it's what I'm still stuck on in my mind for some reason. And I really don't know why. At this point. I know he probably has 1 castle. Because he's been aggressive with his castles. And I only, like, I've killed these ones, right? It's unlikely to me that he has some castle, like, back in a corner. If anything, he might have 2 with the one here. But, like... 1 or 2 castle production of organ guns. I can probably outproduce that with arbs and just live the dream, but I'm so scared for some reason of going back to Arbalest. Even though I've already have Bodkin tech, like it wouldn't be that big of a tech switch. Instead, I'm committing to Cavalier with the Ethiopians. You love to see it. Conscription coming in lets us build our military units faster. And Blast Furnace coming out. I'm going to actually take out the university here because I wonder what tech he has at this point. He's back to 43 villagers. I do have 100 myself, though. Wow, I didn't realize how good the lead we had here now. I still was playing kind of timid, to be honest, because I felt like I was still behind. I don't know why I felt like I was behind after actually killing like 30 vills up here, but I didn't realize how many I truly killed. So yeah, feeling a little timid, but now thinking, okay, it's time to, yeah, secure this extra res in the middle while we can. Start sending a treb down. We need to start pressuring this base. And he's built another TC over here. He's clinging on to life. I'm cleaning up these houses. I don't really know why. Oh, you know what? These rams were in rough shape, so I think I just said, like, whatever. We'll just kill some houses. But then I don't even kill the house. Very good. There we go. One last donk. Because it's like, well, we can lower pop space. That can be annoying. I'm at 140 out of 150. Definitely need some more units in the queue. We don't have much gold. Still full Cavalier commitment here. And he's going to pikes. He's going full pikes. At this point, if I just, like, go oh, yeah, this crossbow... Oh no, he could have killed this Vil if I had known he was shooting that monk. He kills the monk before he gets the relic in. That is a hero crossbow. This crossbow I forgot about. Kills the monk. before he goes down and makes him build a new monk, which is 100 gold wasted, which he really doesn't have right now. He only has 5 on gold. So having to use 100 gold to build something that's going to, like, he's invested 200 gold in this relic. I don't know exactly how long it takes to get 200 gold from a relic, but I'm pretty sure it's like a good 3-4 minutes. Probably more than that. So, from one relic, right? So, yeah. Not great for him. I'm starting to trickle in the crossbows, not realizing I have some in here. But yeah, at least getting crossbow going. Probably wanted to click Arbalest, but we don't have any gold in the bank. We have 28 on gold, but we don't have any in the bank. Putting up a university because I'm thinking, oh, I needed ballistics. I don't know why I never knocked down this outpost. I hate letting him see like that. But yeah, he had some outposts. I also added some outposts, but I wish I had added more. Yeah, knights breaking out to do some raiding. They are full upgrade. I don't really have any pikes because why would I? I started switching to camels. Like, I'm so scared. I see, oh crap, he's got knights. I start building camels as though I don't have cavalier. I mean, to be honest, my cavalier are trash, but like, it's still better than his knights, barely. It's almost the same. They just have more attack. Terrible quick walls coming in here. The knights are now in, and then I start realizing he built a mining camp where I'm already at, which is pretty funny. He's up to 63 vills. He's booming really, really well. And I'm not. I'm at 100. I mean, I have 100, which is solid, but we could probably go for 120, to be honest. Maybe put more on gold somewhere. Saturate another gold mine, like this one, with like 15 more vills, and I think we're really fine eco-wise. Floating a bunch of res. Definitely need to add more production here. But I'm going to start trebucheting down this town center again. This time I'm bringing crossbow up. Heavy camel being researched. I'm playing like I'm a cav civ. I'm like, okay, I need heavy camel, I need cavalier. I'm not getting arbalest for some reason, even though here it is, pikes. There, then I click arb and thumb ring. The second I see those pikes, I go, oh crap. But we do have numbers here, so we still win the fight anyway. They're not halberdier, they're pikemen. And he calls the GG. And I try to type it back, and I apparently spaghettied really hard. But he calls the GGG, and I wanted to go for GGGG, but apparently I didn't actually type it. I thought I did, but I didn't. Yeah, most produced unit for me was the Cavalier as the Ethiopian. So, what a strange game. I was pretty happy and kind of proud of myself for winning this one. For reference, I shouldn't be too proud of myself. I'm like 1170 or something like that. I'm 1100X, right? I bounce between like 11 and 1200. So ELO. So obviously not a very highly ELO player, but still was pretty proud of myself for actually enduring the pressure the castle's on the face. It can be kind of nerve-wracking, and him, you know, pressuring my expansion up here. I really thought I was losing here, and I really was. I was like 10 vills behind. Castle's up. He's got organ gun up. I'm now forced to play mounted units with Ethiopians, which are really bad. I mean, you get royal heirs, but they're still not great. And that only helps against other mounted units, which he stopped going. So it was just bad all the way around for me, and yet for some reason I felt really comfortable playing the knights here, and it was pretty funny. But yeah, this group sadly didn't find this expansion. I sent these guys around to like look, and I didn't go far enough. Probably could have got some nice raiding in, but shout out to them though for that huge reboom. They built another 40 vills since we hit them hard, or almost 40 vills. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that game. I thought it was a fun one and pretty cool one. Kind of a, I guess a standard situation flipped on the top of its head. Because, you know, Nomad Start, we're all used to seeing castles dropped on someone's face, but most of the time that's just a GG. And this time it actually ended up being a long fought battle. And I think that imp denying that imp was huge as well. I did not realize we denied imp by killing that TC. I just wanted to get rid of, I was really not happy that he was in my face with economy. That makes me very sad inside. So yeah. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Take care. This will be the end of the video. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch. The link will be in the description below. I stream very often, and we're doing a lot of Age of Empire these days, in addition to some other games for sure. But yeah, until next time, don't forget to hit subscribe if you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, all that good stuff. You know the YouTube drill. But until next time, take care of yourselves, and peace.